At the tone, 11 hours, 22 minutes. Coordinated Universal Time.
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I have to apologize for that last video I did, and I want to try to come up with an excuse. Anyway, I really fumbled around with that Texan S-8800 because I had not used it in a while, and I thought, I've used this a lot before. I should know how to use it. Well, it was obvious that I'd forgotten how to use it. And it is kind of unique the way it does things compared to even this Grundig 750. I'm back up in my office right now. Got the Grundig 750 connected to my G5 RV antenna, and it's almost 7:30 in the morning. Tuned to WWV at 5 megahertz, very clear. Well, it's loud, it's strong, not very clear because I guess we got some storms just off the coast of Florida, so we're getting a lot of lightning crashes. But the S meter is S9, so it's a strong signal. Anyway, I've been struggling lately with little nagging problems, and some of them brought on by the fact that I've been trying, as I started about a month ago, to get reorganized, get rid of stuff. We had our daughters visit us early in the month, and so my wife, she gets 2 bedrooms out of 4, and I get 1 for my office, 1 for our bedroom. So her 2 bedrooms were full of stuff because she's a collector like me. We are not hoarders, so we only have good stuff. We don't have junk, but we just accumulate too much over the years. So she did a fantastic job of cleaning out her 2 bedrooms, just total cleaning out. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I need to get on the stick and clean out my office, my workshop, and I have an off-site storage shed for all my electronics. I need to get on that. And I've been kind of doing a little bit off and on for the past couple of months, but not really doing a very good job. My problem is I go and I start cleaning something out. And like I say, I don't have too much stuff that's junk. So I'll get something, I'll look at it, and I'll go, I don't want to get rid of this. It's still good, but I haven't used it in 3 years. And the other thing is I have another hobby, which is recycling old computers for free. People give me old computers. I get them working again. I clean off all the previous owners' data to do a government-type wipe so it cannot be recovered, even by hackers. And then I give them away to whoever needs a computer, who can't afford one, whose computer is maybe died, and I give them away. And I get a lot of used computers because people are upgrading their computers all the time. So that has kind of ended up one way. I'm getting more stuff than I'm getting rid of because people don't want, even though I've fixed them up, cleaned them up, and they're working fine, they don't want the old computers. They want a laptop. They want something that I can play games on. I don't get those kinds of computers. So consequently, I've got to back up these computers. I counted last week, I have 36 computers. Now, some of which do not work. It's a few, maybe 4 or 5 don't work because I hadn't gotten to it. So I started last week weeding those out, and I've gotten rid of 3 out of 36. Not much progress, but it takes a while because I want to make sure that I've got the previous owner's data off of it, or I just take out the hard drive and destroy it. So I got 3 of those. So that's some progress. I also, a friend of mine who built a computer for me, upgraded a couple weeks ago. And it was working fine. Nice new processor and video card and lots of memory. And a hard drive died last week. So I was struggling with that, trying to get the stuff that was on that hard drive, it was the D drive, trying to get that stuff back on there on a different drive. So I messed with that. Then when I was getting that computer to him to upgrade, I had to disturb the computer that I'm using right now for my shows and that computer. In doing that and getting a Windows 10 upgrade, it's messed up the audio. I'm now occasionally getting feedback when I'm doing a recording on my microphone. It's coming through the speakers and consequently coming back into my microphone. So I'm getting this feedback. And I've tried all kinds of things. I've searched on the internet. Apparently, the latest Windows 10 update, there are multiple problems with audio. So it's not just me, it's not just that. I've seen a lot of posts on the on Simon's website. Simon writes the SDR software. A lot of people are having trouble with his software, again, because they did a Windows 10 update recently. Anyway, that's been driving me crazy, and I still don't know the solution. And sometimes it'll work okay, sometimes not so good, sometimes the audio will be distorted. I just did this show where I actually did some tuning with the 750 and the Grundig, in the G5RV antenna, and I noticed that when I was reaching, which I just did, when I was reaching for the controls, I got too close to the microphone and I got a muffled audio from there on out. Now I've actually probably got the opposite because I noticed the microphone has been pushed away from me. So my audio is probably low. Oh my gosh. It's been one thing after another. Okay, I don't want to discuss all these little nitpicky problems I'm having. I may get a major update to my internet access. I won't tell you the whole story, but basically the equipment I have from my cable subscriber is antiquated. I was one of the original customers to the original company, and then the company changed hands 3 times, and I've still got a lot of old equipment, antiquated equipment, old DVRs. I got a modem that will only do 30 megabytes per second download and like 5 up. So that's being changed out today. That could be a disaster. We'll see. Or could be a success, and then I can upload videos much faster to YouTube and do more. Yeah, it's probably not a good thing either. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to explain to you, and I didn't mean to babble for almost 10 minutes of what's going on. I even got a suggestion on my video, the last video that I was so bad at, to, hey, it's time to take a break, recollect your thoughts, go through your radios, which, like I say, that's what I'm doing. I'm going through my radios. I've got over 300 radios, either at home or in storage. And, of course, I don't use but maybe 5% of them. I typically what I like to do is when I do a review of a radio, if it's a radio that I really like and or my viewers like, I like to keep it, even though I may not use it, in case there's a question, so that I can go back and try something if somebody has a question. So I keep a lot of radios. I have a lot of radios that I can't get rid of. Nobody wants them. Like that one box of radios that one of the sellers sent me. They sent me like 25 copies of the radio. It's not a very good radio. The few I've given away, people have said, do you want this back or should I just throw it away? So that's not working out too good. Also, it's much, much more difficult to do giveaways on YouTube now. A lot of rules and regulation. And so I've done one or two since they installed all those new rules. They've gone okay, but I don't get much response when I do a giveaway. So that's not working out. Locally, we don't have very much activity locally in shortwave, so nobody locally is interested in shortwave radios, especially all the senior citizens like me. Maybe I should start a club. No, I don't want to do that. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. Hopefully, things will start getting better. If you have any suggestions, except, hey, Tom, give up, go away, you're too old, I'm not going to accept that. But if you have any suggestions about reviews, if you've seen one of my videos about a particular radio and you want to know more about it before you buy one, just ask me. You either comment or you can send an email to TRRS73@gmail.com, and I will respond either within hours or within a day. I stay on top of that stuff, unless my internet's down, which might be the case after the guy from the cable company comes. Okay, that's it. I babbled enough. You know, it's interesting. Seems like my last at least 5 shows, I've just been babbling. That's not a good sign. I got to work on that too. If you have any other suggestions, please email me or leave a comment. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.